Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us with the Tecsun GR-98. This is an AM/FM shortwave emergency portable radio. You can find these selling on Amazon for $49. I'll have links below if you love the orange color, which I do. I had this on my wish list and somebody bought it for me. Yeah, pretty awesome. This gentleman here, a gift for you. A crazy radio for an awesome review. Somebody knows how to rhyme. Thank you, Mr. V. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, I had that on my wish list. I was like, you know what? I don't know if I'll get it or not, but I'll put it on the wish list just to see. And yeah, this is great. I'm really excited about it just because I'm a fan of the style. And then Tecsun came out with an orange color. Yeah, it's awesome. So let's check it out. The box here, GR-98. You can see it says DSP-IC. Yeah, they went with a DSP instead of all analog. Kind of bummed by that, but there's a few things that are great about it and a couple odd things. So we'll go over it all a bit. Of course, you FM AM shortwave, of course, similar to the FR-250, which I'll show side by side here in a second. And I think everything's out of the box here. Just shows you a few bullet points there. They retained the nickel metal hydride pack, which I don't understand. You'd think with a new model they'd come out with a lithium-powered version, but they did not. There's some more bullet points on the radio. Real quick, I'm just showing you this because I may forget to mention something, and there you are. Okay, took everything out of the box. Let's see what we get. So first thing we get is, what's this? A charging cable. Yes, look at this. It's a USB to micro USB. Yeah, I haven't seen one of those in a while. Let me bring this on down just a little bit. There we go. And of course, the star of the show, cannot forget. Yeah, look at that color. It is awesome. The Tecsun GR-98 recycled power. Awesome. Loving this. The audio sounds great too. I'm surprised. With that charging cable, they also gave us these. So if you're using the Dynamo to crank charge a phone, you can. Lightning and then Type-C. Not bad. At least they went with this. Great to see that. And we got some paperwork. This is distributed by Cato in the United States, which is great because you get an English manual with it when you buy Tecsun radios from Cato. And here's our English manual, GR-98. Please read this manual before use. Okay, let's look at it real quick. It'll be pretty basic. Again, probably similar to what I just showed you in the box at a glance. There you go. Yeah, there's a few nuances with this new radio. One of them is DSP. And another one, yeah, it's a tuning knob. Everything changed a bit. So, as you can see, they got a micro USB now input to charge the nickel metal hydride pack. It is a time charge, meaning you have to watch it. It says to hook it up for 3 hours and unplug it when you're using the micro USB to charge those little batteries. Again, don't know why they did that, why they didn't go lithium, because it makes sense in this day and age. Just they went with the old school, the old cordless phone pack. Who uses a cordless phone anymore? Well, I shouldn't say that. A few of my viewers probably still do. Not to knock it. See, there you go, important. Disconnected after 3 hours. Okay. Then we'll open this up. We're almost done with the instructions. Just kind of want to go over posterity. All right, we'll go right to specifications there. Open to it. There's the band coverage. They segmented the shortwave band in those groups. Sensitivities, power supply, of course. Currents, okay, weight, dimensions, package contents. And then if I open this up, I think it's just how to tune your radio. It's fairly simple, except there's a few things I got to mention. There's your cell phone charging. It uses, like I said, the Dynamo crank with a standard USB out. That's nice to see, because the original one, Eton's, made by Tecsun, by the way, I did not have that. So there you go. So Tecsun did not copy this design. They are the founders of this design. Okay, and then your precautions. Done. All right. So let's set aside some of the stuff here, and let's get to this radio. I guess I got to bring this back up again. Bigger than I thought. Cool. So dimensions of the Tecsun GR-98. Okay, we have a width of 6 3/4 of an inch from the dynamo over to the end of the tuning knob. We have a height from right at the base here, at the bottom, and then the top where the handle starts is 6 inches. And then we have a depth from the front tuning knob to the back is 2.5 inches. Let's do a size comparison. I have a awesome orange Pokey Lit AA everyday carry flashlight. I love it because, you know, they go together. This radio is powered by 3 AA batteries as well as a little nickel metal hydride pack. So yeah, these go together. So if you have a AA power source flashlight, you have your AA powered radio, perfect for an emergency. It's a great little flashlight at night. You can light up your radio pretty bright. It has a light of its own, but it doesn't really light up the dial. So yeah, we got that. We got, of course, CC Pocket in the house. It's on right now. Don't know why it's on. Okay, current time is 11:29 p.m. at Central Daylight Time in Chicago, Illinois, USA. This has the weather band on it for weather alerts. The GR-98 is not a weather radio. It is a AM/FM shortwave radio. So some people just want the shortwave. They don't want the NOAA because they don't really need it. Some people feel they get all their news information off the AM band or the FM band, which is pretty true. Deck of cards here. Iron Man, yeah. He is the man who loves Tecsun radios in each hand. He's a shortwave master. He knows how to tune it. He's your Iron Man. I don't know what I'm doing. I love it. I just wing it. I don't even know what the heck I'm saying sometimes. Anyway, Iron Man says, get one today. All right, cool. And yeah, I forgot to mention CC Skywave. Poof, I always bring that out. So there you go for size. Yeah, fits right there. And then, of course, last but not least, let's compare the GR-98 to its predecessor, the Eton FR-250. So, yeah, kind of can't fit it all on camera. Let's see what we can. Let's just kind of cut off a little bit of this radio. You can see it's pretty much similar band coverage with the segments. You get a little extra on the GR-98, but they're identical radios except for this is all analog. It has a tuning knob, which I like. I'll tell you later about this tuning knob, which I don't like, but similar dials as far as how they are represented. Switches, pretty much identical. You can see they went with the same kind of setup. All right, cool. Just wanted to show you that there is the GR-98, and then here is the FR-250, which I'm a fan of. And I'll have links below to these Eton radios as well, because you might find a new one in the box like I did for 20 bucks. Yeah, that rocks. And you get pretty much the same radio, except it's not a DSP, which you might like. So to the side. All right, let's go over features of the GR-98. All right, pretty similar to the R250. If you've seen that video, get your power generator, and you start cranking away, and look, there's no light up here. All the Etons had a little light, and they chose to remove that light. And what they did is they put it on the front. So you spin your dynamo to charge the little battery or your phone, and it's in the front now. Get the little red light there. All right, cool. Yeah, that's all you're going to get for the dynamo from me. On the front, of course, you can see it says radio, light, emergency cell phone charger. You can turn the light on over here with this little light switch. 2 LEDs light up, and below it is a red LED, which I think is going to flash when we hit the siren mode. Yep, that's loud. That woke up the neighborhood. Improved speaker, by the way, I think. Over here, our dial, I'll bring up to the camera. There you go. We got FM 87 to 108, medium wave. It says 522 to 1620, but I realized all the way up to 1710, so that's cool. Shortwave, you can see how it's broken into 7 segments there, starting at 5.6 megahertz and going to 18, so more of a daytime band radio. I think that's how the old one was too. Band select switch, FM, medium wave, shortwave. Tuning knob. Tuning knob's funky. It's connected. The old one, which I can show you, this inside wheel was fine tuning, and this outside wheel is coarse tuning. Well, this one, I thought something was wrong with it, but it's one piece. They glued it together, or molded one piece. So there's no slow fine tuning anymore, which is a shame because it's a DSP radio, and you know DSP radios, digital signal processors, they like having fine tuning, but not this one. Okay, so you have selector here. We have power. We have the batteries, the little rechargeable batteries, nickel metal hydride, or AA batteries. So you can choose between those. Nice. Of course, I just showed you this. Light off siren. Pretty loud. Over here we have a mode for Dynamo. You're either charging your phone with the Dynamo or you're charging the little battery pack inside. That's handy. Select your shortwave bands. We'll go all the way to 1 tonight since, yeah, that's where we're going to find anything if we do. So there you go, 1 through 7. Of course, recycle power, yeah. Volume control, real smooth, like that. I think it's an analog volume control. Again, like I said, one-piece tuning knob. A handle, they kind of cheaped out. They didn't put the leather covering on like the original Eton. Of course, there's the charge light on the original Eton. The leather-covered strap, which I like. Which this just seems kind of cheesy, but you know, I guess if it gets wet, it's all right. And of course, the 2-stage tuning, as you can see, inside is fine and outside is coarse. Yeah, it's such a beautiful thing. I'm gonna miss that. So definitely missing that on this already. Front 3-inch speaker, by the way. I took this radio apart, measured it. It sounds fantastic. On the back here, we got a grip, kind of molded in. You can see that with the orange plastic. I got the similar open antenna like the GR-250 has. Pretty awesome. That extends out to a whopping 26 inches, which is great. So we got a little placard there showing our frequency information. There's our inputs. We have the micro USB to charge the internal batteries. Our output for charging your cell phone. Some cell phones that will not work because you can't spin the dynamo fast enough to produce enough voltage for your phone to take the charge. So keep that in mind. Do a test before you rely on this radio for that. And of course, you get a headphone jack, which has decent experience. I like it. FM expects strong lows, decent mids, bright highs. AM and shortwave expect nice neutral tone. Good for talk and sports. There is a low-level hiss, and it is FM mono, no FM stereo. And of course, our battery compartment. Let me see if I get this open. This one's tighter fitting, by the way, than the earlier models, which is good to see. We got a little Tecsun sticker in there. Shows you what's going on. Okay, and we have our rechargeable cordless phone battery pack. And of course, I installed 3 AA batteries just in case this runs dead. Okay, there we are. Pretty simple hinged capture door, which is beautiful. And then this just lines up and snaps shut. All right, cool. So let's do a quick little FM reception report. Then we'll turn it on and demo the audio. And we'll cruise the bands and give you an idea what this thing can do. So, and there's a few, like I said, there's a few nuances with this DSP and the way they design this radio. Very odd thing on the medium wave band, which I'll get to. You might want to know about that if you're really excited about this DSP radio. A couple great things and one odd thing. So FM reception report, sensitivity, I scored 3 stars. So I start out at fair, okay, good, very good, excellent. Average radios are okay to good, 2.5-star ratings. Like the FR-250 over there. But FM, this did better because it is a DSP. Digital signal processors are better on FM. They lock the signal better. They find them better. Overall, they always perform better on FM, that I've noticed. So found 65 stations, which puts in 3-star category, good, above average. Selectivity on FM actually was above average as well. It also scored 3 stars and got a good rating from me. So overall, great on FM. I liked it. So let's go ahead and turn it on. We'll go to the AA batteries. Go to FM. We'll turn it up. I have radio todderbert going here in the background. That is my FM transmitter, C-Cream. So you can see a little blinking light. Bring this whole thing into frame so you can see it. So I'm going to tune it to 97.7 so you can pick up radio todderbert, which is a Sony MP3 player playing royalty-free music here. There you go. And I'll leave that out so you can see what's playing. So let's go ahead and tune it. Get a little audio demo. All right. Now we got to find a station here. There it is. There you go. Cool. Gets quiet pretty good. I like that. All right, so we'll go ahead and turn that off. So we are going to start talking about medium wave. We're going to start tuning medium wave. So we'll put it right in the middle. Let's go to the bottom of the medium wave band. So, yeah, this is the interesting part. So what I noticed with this radio, during the daytime when I was tuning this, I sat upstairs with the FM, went through the entire band, and got you that FM reception report. Well, this is the medium wave reception report. During the day, I was tuning, got up to around 1200 kilohertz, and it just died off. Like the band disappeared, nothing. Okay, and then all of a sudden I just touched the back telescopic whip, and I got reception. So then I extended the telescopic whip and got better reception. So the radio utilizes the whip from 1200 kilohertz on. Why it does that? I have no idea. I took apart the radio to see if the wires were crossing or anything like that. It has a little 2 3/4 inch ferrite antenna in there, and both wires were soldered perfectly to the board. Nothing intertwining, nothing on top of anything else. I took them off, took them back on. Actually put another ferrite antenna in there just to double check to see if it was a bad winding. And no, there's something to do with the board, how they designed the reception. So very odd. It might be a crossed connection or bridge connection somewhere on the board. So if you get your radio and your medium wave the same way, just extend the whip antenna and you'll get your stations. You may not like to do it that way, but that's how you're going to get them. So let's turn this up. And hopefully it will show you that. So I'm just going to tune it fairly quick. This is really just good for locals only. I've noticed on medium wave. I couldn't get anything really distant with this radio during the day. Here's 540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. To the north. Antenna's right about here. DSP, so you hear the little notching.
Settlement, and it would almost every time include.
The radio also likes to lock on stations on a medium wave aggressively. So if it finds a strong station, it might skip 2 or 3 in between. You'll never be able to go back and forth and get it.
Every single day. That is not unusual. Now, do I like
560
that
WIND
no,
Chicago?
Not really, because people could know if they sue for just the right amount of money that big companies aren't going to fight back. A beautiful outdoor living space, or wants a beautiful outdoor living space, and if that's you, isn't worth it. Who cares? They'll pay the settlement and they'll move on. 44 in Big Bend. The showroom's great. So why are they? Would be like a classic case. Now it gets a step further when somebody says either you pay
or is it like cash out, like just cash out everything, like what?
620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
No, I don't.
Good for you.
Very good.
Okay. Do you have an emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses?
Yeah, I do.
I think it could be 640. Yeah, jumping right to 670 to score to WSCR Chicago, home of the Cubs.
You're listening to the JR Sport Brief on CBS Sports Radio.
I appreciate you. I'm grateful for your brand of sports talk. You are the best, and I appreciate
Sports on the Black Information Network.
640.
Quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Calling now at 855-212-4.
Man. The JR Sport
So yeah, I just can't get 650. So Nashville would be kind of nice to hear, but let's keep going.
Oh my goodness. Paul George
We'll
has
go to
to be out
Shortwave.
to the locker room. Right now in Los Angeles.
March 22nd, 1983. The Pentagon awards
700 WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
to AM General
Didn't expect to get that.
to develop 55.
And Stewart published it. So I would think that you could get a library.
720 WGN, Raleigh, James.
Yeah, well, I sticked the subject onto the
Okay, 740 Zoomer Radio, CFZM, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles northeast.
Get started. In less than 8 minutes, you can see if your business qualifies for ERC assistance. Your business might be eligible for a payroll tax refund of $26,000.
I think this is 760 WGR, Detroit, Michigan.
In other words, you may have overpaid.
270 miles
Has
east.
already helped clients airlines claim over $3 billion in payroll tax refunds through the
It's not
ERC.
bad.
The area that is lacking in spring training baseball is high-pressure situations.
Jumps right to 780 WBBM Chicago.
Classic. And Javier Assad, a member of...
Okay, I'm going to go right to the top of the band here.
300 ERC.
That's the Republican Party. Just go along, get along.
It's the cornerstone of the American.
And finally, Gerald Ford sends word to the city.
Before we're born, you know, and I am a stronger,
With my only customer.
better person with it. And that's...
So fairly quiet. I'm touching the FM antenna now.
So I reached out and saw that I wasn't alone.
Because before I was able to...
Okay, that was 1530. So I'm guessing that the medium wave's going to improve at night, of course, but during the day you got to extend the whip. So I just touched it and it quieted down. Interesting how that works.
The Packers don't have any leverage over the Jets.
Too interesting. Okay, so we're going to hook up wire real quick. We'll see what we can find on shortwave just real fast. And then we'll kind of give you my final thoughts on the GR-98. So, may even hear an improvement from the wire. Yep. So our medium wave improved.
Yeah, I don't normally want to give a first and a 31. Yeah, you want to give a second and a third.
I think that was 1700.
The Jets, why? Why would you go trade? Why would you get the 13th overall pick? You don't have to. Because
So like I say, in a nutshell, it is operating a little bit better in the evening, but yeah, you definitely have to extend the whip antenna for medium wave. First thing for me on the radio for a long time. I think I've had it once where that was like that. So we'll go to the bottom of the shortwave, segment 1 there. Let's go. It starts at 5.6 megahertz. See what we can find down here. Okay, we got a 12-foot wire going to the inside of my window blinds. That wire came from a PL380. Going fairly quick.
the prophets prophesied falsely in the priest bear rule by their means, and my people love to have it so. You love to hear it. You love to put up with it. But what are you going to... What are you going to do in the end now? God says here in Jeremiah...
Got some music going? Cool.
Verse 12, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against...
Okay, that was three religious stations in a row.
And around the world, this year's event will not be
Cuba, I think, on 6 megahertz.
But prefer to do small event than not at all. She stressed.
Llegaron a los centros de altos estudios y...
Or that is.
¿Por qué no poner en pie de lucha?
Or they both were. I think this is BBC. Wish I could hear that better. That's cool. So this radio can definitely pick up the shortwave. Really nice broadcast. Yeah, it's fun. So, yeah, quite a bit at 11:50 Central Daylight Time near Chicago, Illinois. Not too bad. I might have mentioned that, but yeah. Nice evening scan here. Let's go to 2.
That's what I've been doing for 4 years on these radio broadcasts. From this little vault.
Que su lucha no fue en vano. No fue en vano porque además yo compartí con él ahí en Kilo 8 en
meters. Cool. And I think we have time to go up the Shortwave 3. Why not? This is fun. Most people have this radio. You're going to want to use it for FM and Shortwave.
It doesn't even take a lot of common sense to do some of the math to realize.
Wow, that's cool. I'm wondering what station that is. Definitely foreign. Maybe Voice Like Greece used to be around this area. Awesome. I'm finding quite a bit here. Let's go up to 10.
Can write to us? We'd appreciate it.
There you go, WWV, Fort Collins, Colorado. It's about 850 miles to the west. Okay, you get the idea. Cool. So yeah, FM. Yeah, we'll just breeze.
You get your maximum refund at our lowest possible price.
And 3 washes. Find it wherever you buy laundry products. Save on Downy Rinse and the arriving fans.
Track to your life.
Coming this season to the
Side effect is diarrhea. Sometimes.
I can stop selling all the That's what I said now.
On your face. But I'm not smiling.
Guiding you through the rich history of the country's cinematography.
In India, we have dramatic films.
All right, get the idea. Cool, there it is, the GR-98. Beautiful, it sounds great on FM. Shortwave, medium wave, it's okay. It's like I say, if you're doing during the day, just extend the whip antenna. Trust me on that one. Does it get recommended by? It's $49. I personally, I like that it's a DSP radio and how it performs on FM and shortwave, but I think I'd still be in the market if I could get the FR-250 still in a mint condition look like this for around $20-25, because you can find these all over the place. Yeah, it doesn't quite have the micro USB to charge that battery. It has some kind of weird DC input. It doesn't have a standard USB out. So yeah, that's the downside of this radio, but I'd pretty much just put batteries in it and use it as an emergency radio. So that's just me. So there it is. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a like if you did. 2, if you like Tecsun radios and want to see more. Hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified. And 3, comment below what you think about this radio, the GR-98. Do you like that it's orange? Are you a fan of Tecsun and this particular style? Let me know. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in my next video.